the laptop market has become surprisingly crowded. Thin laptops, powerful laptops, creator laptops, gaming laptops. Everyone seems to be chasing the same formula. More power, less weight, better battery, smarter features, and that usually leads to compromise somewhere. But after spending real time with the Samsung Galaxy Book 6 Pro, I think Samsung understands something important. Sometimes it's about refinement. This machine doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't try to reinvent what a premium Ultrabook should be. Instead, it focuses on making almost every part of the experience better. And honestly, that may be the smarter strategy. So today I want to walk you through what it's actually like to use the Galaxy Book 6 Pro in real life, from first impressions, all the way to the final buying decision. The first thing I noticed when I picked up the Galaxy Book 6 Pro was the weight. Or more accurately, the lack of weight. It feels incredibly light for a 16-inch laptop. That instantly changes how portable it feels. Throwing it into a backpack, carrying it to meetings, moving around the house, taking it to a cafe. None of it feels like work. And despite being light, it doesn't feel fragile. Samsung uses a premium aluminum chassis that feels rigid and well-built. There's very little flex in the lid, the keyboard deck feels solid, and the finish holds up surprisingly well against fingerprints. That's a small thing, but it matters in daily use. The overall design language is clean and minimal. Slim profile, sharp lines, subtle elegance. It feels modern without trying too hard. The hinge is also well-tuned. You can open it with one hand and the laptop stays planted on the desk. That level of balance always gives a device a more premium feeling. Some laptops claim portability because they're thin, others because they're light. This one feels portable because it combines both. At around 1.6 kilograms and under 17 millimeters thick, it's easy to forget this is still a full-size productivity machine. And that's important, because portability changes behavior. You're more likely to bring it with you, more likely to use it in different places, more likely to rely on it as your main machine. That's where thin and light laptops either succeed or fail, and this one succeeds. The hood, the Galaxy Book 6 Pro can be configured with Intel Core Ultra 7 processors, integrated Intel Arc graphics, fast 1 TB SSD storage, and plenty 32 GB of RAM. But specs only tell part of the story. What matters more is how it feels, and in daily use it feels fast. Apps open quickly, multitasking feels effortless. Multiple Chrome tabs, messaging apps, music streaming, office work, light creative tasks, no problem. Where this machine becomes more interesting is efficiency. When doing light tasks, it stays quiet. Very quiet. Fans often remain nearly silent. That makes the laptop feel polished and intelligent. Then when heavier tasks arrive, exporting video, photo editing, productivity bursts, it ramps up resources smoothly. This is where modern chips matter. The dedicated NPU also helps with AI-based tasks like background blur, camera framing, and noise reduction. These aren't revolutionary features, but they quietly improve the everyday experience. And that's the theme of this laptop. Subtle upgrades that matter over time. Samsung has built some of the best displays in the world for years, and the Galaxy Book 6 Pro reminds you of that immediately. This is a 16-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display with a 120Hz refresh rate, and it looks excellent. Colors are vibrant without feeling exaggerated. Blacks are deep. Contrast is outstanding. HDR content looks genuinely impressive. Watching movies, editing photos, browsing the web, even simple desktop use. Everything feels elevated because of the panel quality. Brightness is also strong enough for most environments. Indoors, it looks fantastic. Near windows or brighter rooms, it still holds up well. The 120Hz refresh rate also makes everyday use feel smoother. Scrolling feels fluid. Animations feel cleaner. And once you get used to that smoothness, going back to 60Hz feels old quickly. For many people, this display alone will be a major reason to buy the laptop. And honestly, that would be understandable. Audio-wise, it's a tad less impressive with less warmth and richness than I had been expecting. There's plenty of detail and volume. Even more if you switch on the laptop's Dolby Atmos dynamic setting. And the speakers don't break up if you push them right the way up to maximum. But compared with the speakers on a MacBook Pro, they're not as smooth. The keyboard on the Galaxy Book 6 Pro is good. Some might bemoan the lack of a number pad, but that does mean the keyboard sits dead center, providing a more natural-feeling typing position. It looks neater too. I appreciate the added symmetry. There's plenty of room here for full-size keys. The key action itself is positive, but feels a little light and hollow. There's nothing wrong with it per se, and the bass feels solid enough, but it doesn't quite sound or feel as progressive or as luxurious as I'd like on a laptop of this pedigree. The HD webcam is middling too, producing rather soft, over-compressed images in low light. It's nothing special, but not particularly offensive either. The touchpad, on the other hand, is a masterwork. It's absolutely huge, spanning 151mm at around 42% of the width of the wrist rest and measures 106mm tall. Despite its size, I've had no issues with activating it by accident, and because it's a haptic touchpad, you can click all over it, even along the very top edge. It's a joy to use. I'm always skeptical of manufacturer claims regarding battery life. Samsung says this machine can go for up to 30 hours, but in my real-world test, which includes high brightness, multiple apps, and constant Wi-Fi usage, I averaged about 14 to 16 hours. While that's not 20 hours, it's still fantastic. I could leave my charger at home for a full workday and not feel that low battery anxiety around 3 p.m. When I did need to top up, the 65-watt USB-C charger is tiny, about the size of a phone charger, and it gave me about 38% battery in just 30 minutes. So, should you buy the Samsung Galaxy Book 6 Pro? Honestly, for the right user, yes. This is one of the most complete Windows Ultrabooks available right now. It doesn't win with gimmicks. It wins through polish, excellent display, strong battery, great portability, smart performance, and also premium design. Samsung didn't reinvent the category here. They refined it. And sometimes, refinement is exactly what people need. If you enjoy calm, experience-driven reviews like this, consider subscribing. More laptops, more phones, and more honest tech reviews are on the way. And let me know in the comments, would you choose the Galaxy Book 6 Pro or a MacBook Air at the same price? Thanks for watching, and goodbye!